Hi friends, thanks for tuning in again. I'm so glad you're here. And if you're new here, hello, my name is Jill, and this is where I've been documenting my weight loss journey for the past almost 4 months. So it's Wednesday, and every Wednesday I share a weigh-in Wednesday video where of course I share my weight loss results or lack thereof. But before we get to that portion of the video, I did just want to talk about something that I feel has really helped keep me on track that I don't hear a lot of people talk about. And I'm not saying that no one has talked about this. I just really haven't heard anybody talk about it, but I really think it's been very helpful in keeping me on track with my weight loss goals. So we'll get into it. So obviously I could only speak for myself and what works for me, but if you're anything like me at all, you've probably tried to motivate yourself many different ways in the past when you were trying to lose weight. And maybe that looked like setting a deadline that you wanted to lose a certain amount of weight by. I did that recently and that didn't work out so well. Maybe it was buying a dress or something that was a couple of sizes too small so that you could be motivated to fit into it. Or maybe it was just sticking to your diet for a week and then promising yourself, or a month or whatever, and then promising yourself that you'd buy something special if you did that. And chances are, if you're watching my channel right now, if you're watching this video, those things didn't really work. So if you're looking for something completely brand new that you haven't tried before, I want you to hear me out. I would suggest starting a YouTube channel, and I'm not joking. And I know that sounds crazy and not at all what you were expecting to hear, but just hear me out. Starting this channel has really been the best thing that I've done on my weight loss journey by far. It has given me the support, the encouragement, the motivation, and the accountability that I needed. And I know that it may sound like a contradiction. I'm here talking about how amazing YouTube has been with helping to keep me on track on my weight loss journey. And yet for the past 2 weeks, I've had a weight gain. For my past 2 weigh-in videos, they've been, a weight increase, not a weight loss. But I actually don't view it that way. I don't really see it as a contradiction. And I'll explain why. So in the past, when I would, be trying to lose weight and I was doing really well, if I had had 2 weeks back to back where I had a weight gain, so not a plateau or a stall or anything like that, but an actual weight gain, that would have totally started to mess with my head. That would have made me doubt the process. It would have made me doubt myself. It would have discouraged me. And basically my all or nothing mentality would have kicked into high gear and just taken root. And really what it would have done is just given me an excuse to fail. And that's getting into a lot of things and self-sabotage and all of that. And that's a video for another day. But it would not have been good. Having this YouTube channel, knowing that I had to show up here today in front of you and give my weight loss report was motivating. It was the thing that helped keep me on track, because I have to be honest, this week was not great. I think I'm definitely ready to move up to 7.5. I wasn't sure about it. In my last weigh-in video, I said that, I was going to give it some time and see if I could get this under control, because my goal is to not increase in the medication too quickly or even reach the maximum dose. Not because I'm against that. It's just that I eventually want to be able to get off this medication. And my reasoning is simply that I think it'll be easier to wean myself off of it if I was never on, if I never reached the higher doses. I just think it's less medication. It'll just be easier to wean off of it. And I do have a plan for how I plan to do that. But that's just my personal goal. No judgment on anyone. If you have to move up, that's fine. I mean, that's what it's there for. But definitely this week has been hard, and I feel the food noise coming back, and my grazing, which is really what got me to be overweight in the first place, has been mostly grazing. I don't really have huge, like even before Zepbound, I didn't really have huge portions of, like my meals weren't huge, although I would binge eat to the point of being very uncomfortable. So maybe, yeah. Anyway, I'm still working through all that as well, as you can see. So yeah, I'm pretty certain that's the direction I'm going to move in. And I'm okay with that. So, but anyway, to get back to what I was saying, so this past week has been kind of difficult. It's been a little bit difficult, and Sunday night in particular was pretty bad. So it was late. It was probably like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was awake waiting for my little guy to fall asleep. And I'm just wanting to munch, and I'm fighting the temptation of just going downstairs and getting a handful of, I have these coconut cashews that I love so much. Just fighting the temptation of just like serving myself a small little bowl. And I didn't do it, but the only reason I didn't do it, well, there was two reasons. One, because I was afraid of getting up and waking him up and then starting the process all over again. But it was also because I knew I had to show up here, and I don't have like this tremendous burden where I feel like, you know, like I'm stressing out and it's keeping me up at night, that I have to, like, you know, always be perfect and show up here every week and say, oh, I lost another pound, I lost 2 pounds. I don't have that at all. I don't have that kind of stressful pressure, but it's been good for me. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just been good for me. And I guess that's because my whole experience has been positive having this YouTube channel. I have had nothing but kind and encouraging comments, except for that one time somebody said that I sound like I'm on either speed or an antidepressant. Other than that, everybody has been super kind and just very understanding. We're all going through the same thing. So yeah, I would just encourage you that if you've tried different things to help motivate you and nothing really works, that maybe you do give this a try. It's been great. It's been a very positive experience for me, just having all the encouragement and motivation and accountability. The accountability actually has been a huge part of it. So in case you don't know, I had started in April a walking challenge with the goal of walking 5 days a week for a minimum of 30 minutes a day. And I did that. I actually stuck with it for the whole month of May, and then we did it again for May. And it was great. It was great having a core group of women who committed to doing the challenge with me, and we would check in with each other, all on the community tab on YouTube. And it was nice just touching base and, you know, getting messages from people saying, oh, I just went for a swim, or, you know, I just got back from a 4-mile walk or a 2-mile hike, or whatever it was. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun getting that feedback from people, and that kept me motivated, because if I'm seeing that, you know, so-and-so walked 4 miles and they have a toddler, or, you know, this one has this going on and, you know, she still managed to walk, and this one works, you know, 12-hour shifts and she still managed, you know, that kind of thing. It just really helped keep me accountable. And I wasn't going to lie. I wasn't going to say, yeah, I completed my walk and not do it. And now for June, I'm not doing the walking challenge anymore, but I'm still posting daily on the community tab. But I'm focusing on strength training. So some ladies are doing that. Some are sticking with walking. It doesn't matter, as long as we just encourage each other to keep, you know, progressing and making movement a part of our day. That's really what it's about. This whole experience has been very, very positive. And maybe if you did something like this, you might find that you enjoy having the encouragement of others and the accountability of others. And I know that, you know, we shouldn't rely on other people to give us motivation or even accountability, that should come from us with, you know, self-love and discipline. But sometimes you just need other people. Like, that's just what it comes down to. I just encourage you to give that some thought, and maybe you start a channel and build a little community and feel motivated and encouraged by them. So I would encourage you, if you don't want to start a YouTube channel, if that's a little too extreme for you, to find a community, whether it be through Facebook or another YouTube channel, or of course, I'd love for you to be a part of this community. So if you haven't subscribed, now would be a good time to do that. But just being a part of any community where you feel that you can get that encouragement and that motivation and that support, because losing weight is hard. It's, you know, even with the use of an amazing tool like, you know, Zepbound or any of the weight loss drugs, it's still hard. And so having that community is so important. It really is so important and has really been a game changer for me. So again, if you're part of my community, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. You don't realize how much encouragement and inspiration and motivation you provide. So I really want to thank you for that. And again, if you're not a part of this community, consider joining or being a part of any community. There's tons of YouTube channels that are doing the same thing as me, and there's a lot of options. There's Facebook, there's Reddit groups, and different things. You don't have to do this alone. That's basically my message today. You don't have to do this alone. But now for the weigh-in, because I know that's the best part of any of these videos. So last week I was 183 pounds, and I am happy to report that I am back down to 181. So I lost 2 pounds this week, which is surprising. It is surprising. I did not think I was going to lose. I was hoping to lose 1 pound and just be back where I was last week, but I actually managed to lose 2 pounds, and that might be because I've been doing some strength training. I don't know. I'm not questioning it. I'm happy, and I'm just going to go with it. So yeah, I'm back to where I was for my 3-month weigh-in. So I did lose a little bit of time, but that's okay. Slow progress is still progress. So I'm happy with that. So I guess that's all I wanted to share for this video, and I will see you back on Friday. I think I'm going to, I don't know, I'm thinking about potentially making a video on something that might step on some toes. I don't want that to be the end result. I'm not sure. I don't know. It depends on how brave I'm feeling. I don't know. I may do that. I may go with something completely different, but either way, I will see you on Friday. So I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you then. Bye.